Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it, like we were evolved to do. Speaking about the videos this week, eating the heart, the balls, the organs, and other parts of an animal. It makes me think how often we in the modern day even say this phrase. We say this phrase, "Oh, I've never tried that." Like, what? How old are you? How many years have you been alive? You've been alive multiple decades and you have never got once the chance to have a little taste of some goat testicles. You've never got a chance to have a little taste of a bull's heart. Okay, I understand that doesn't exactly sound appetizing, and I'm sure it probably wasn't our ancestors' favorite food either. No matter where you come from in the world, I'm sure your ancestors weren't having all manner of different organs every day, and even if they did, and they did like it, it would have not been a regular common meal. It would have been for a rare occasion. I mean, you can just do the math. A bull has on average 500 pounds of meat. The balls and heart are only a few pounds, so it would have been rare occasions. And we can say this about almost any other rare delicacy, whether it be a certain type of mushroom that is very hard to find, or some oyster or shellfish that only shows up in shallow waters at certain times of year, or maybe a rare plant that is only able to be foraged wild for a few weeks out of the year, or whatever type of food it may be. It would be rare, sure, but previous humans would have at least had some chance to eat it, and they would have taken those opportunities. If you grew up around a rural community and around livestock, when there is slaughter of a goat, and the village ate it for a feast, there would have been a small plate of testicles prepared in the traditional way of the culture. Or if you were a young man on your first hunt with the men of the tribe, and after the kill, they would have eaten some of the organs, such as the heart and the liver, and they would have offered a little bit to you to try, even as a young man. Like at some point in your life, you would have at least gotten the opportunity to try a bit of everything at certain times. I'm not saying they liked everything they ate, but they would have at least tasted it. So this is so unlike us today who get everything from the grocery store, and it's the same honestly for most people. It's the same 15, 20, maybe 30 different foods that we eat today over and over again, and most people don't even experiment with stuff in their own grocery store. They eat the same staple few items. Our ancestors, on the other hand, would have gotten to try hundreds of different foods throughout the year, and we today are not even able to do that if we want to. That kind of food is just not easily accessible in the modern day. So today we almost have to go out on our own and search for these things actively. We have to go to a special butcher and ask for a bull's heart. We may have to go to some really authentic Middle Eastern or Asian cuisine and look for some goat testicles on the menu. We may have to go to specialty grocery stores and have them cook up some rare mushrooms or herbs for us. It takes a lot more effort for us today than our ancestors would have done, but it's definitely possible for us to do too, and it doesn't have to be that expensive either. Organ meat especially is in very low demand, so you can often get it for very cheap, a much lower price pound for pound than regular meat. Just takes a little bit of searching, and it's all about the hunt, like ancient humans would have considered it too, but definitely something that we should try from time to time if we are trying to get as close to our ancestral diet as possible.